Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today is the first day of our reading challenge and it's gonna last for 20 days and I'm sure it's gonna be beneficial for all of us. Okay, so today's reading passage 1 is Reef Fish Study, and I'm gonna do this reading passage in front of you and I'm going to explain every single question to you. Okay, so first of all, I will show you a few functions of our website. This is, by the way, is our website that we are building together with my brother. And here soon, inshallah, we're gonna have dedicated section for listening to. But for now, we are offering a lot of reading, authentic reading tests. Okay, so you just click this start mock test, and then today's reading passage is Reef Fish Study. That's going to be that will be available to all of you guys. And also we have this full mode function, so you can click this and make it a large screen, right? And then we have a timer here, so you can use the timer. And then we have this part. If you want to change the contrast, you can do this, you can do this. So all of these functions are working perfectly well, guys. And then we have text size function. So it's large or extra large, depending on what is comfortable for you. And we have this function that is like the real exam, guys. So all of those functions are actually available in the real exam interface, okay, on the real exam website. And this is what we are trying to do, right? We want to offer you the real exam atmosphere, the real exam vibes. And by the way, we have note function and highlight function. You can take a note, you can take a note, and your notes will appear here, okay, just like in the real exam. So without a further ado, let's get started. Today's reading, by the way, throughout this explanation I will use both Uzbek and English to convey, to explain the reading passage in the best way, in the most clear way possible. Okay, so now let's get started. Reef Fish Study. Tom Holmes examines the relationship between size and survival, right, in fish on Australia's Great Barrier Reef. So, okay, so there are some, when I first start doing a reading passage, I make sure that I understand what the passage is about. So it's about Reef Fish Study, right, the type of fish that lives around reef, probably, right? And there are true false not given questions here, and then we have note completion questions here. All of them are almost like note completion questions. And I first of all focus on this one, research to date. So research to date means so far, the research that has been collected so far. Research to date concentrated on the importance of escape speed. Okay, so concentrated, focused, it means escape speed in surviving an attack by a predator. Xo'p, yo'da nima deyapti savolda? Shu paytgacha yig'ilgan, shu paytgacha bo'lgan researchlar nima desa bo'ladi? Escape speed degani endi bu qochish tezligi deyapti. Qochish tezligini predator bu nima desa bo'ladi? We could call it yirtqich, right? Ya'ni yeydigan yirtqich. O'sha yirtqich attack qilganda, tashlanganda baliqlarni, manimcha bu baliqlar haqida, because it says like fish, right? Baliqlarni qochish tezligi haqida bo'lgan asosiy shu paytgacha bo'lgan researchlarni asosan shunga fokus qilayotgan demoqchi. And next one is, ikkitasini tahlil qilganimiz yaxshiroq. It's better to analyze two. Bigger is better hypothesis. Larger animals have better eyesight deyapti. Okay, better eyesight, qanaqa animals? Larger animals, right? Ya'ni mana shu narsa bizda keyword. Mana ikkita highlight qilgandan keyin, ikkita savolga qaragandan keyin, we can now finally look at the other questions. Life cycle of fish in the Lizard Island study. Okay, larval stage menga qiziq, mana shu qismi yetadi menga. Juvenile stage ko'rib chiqdim. Okay, hali bu yoqda o'rtada kelishi mumkin, boshda kelishi mumkin. Men prosta qayerda boshlanishi mumkinligini bilib qo'yaman. And then okay, towards, ikkalasi ham towards ekan. Aslida towards kamdan kam uchraydi, lekin shunaqa holat ham bo'lib turadi passage 1da. So Lizard Island study. aim problems. Okay, problems haqida, Lizard Island study haqida gap ketyapti. Time, okay, summer haqida ma'lumot bor ekan. Bo'ldi, menga mana shu ma'lumotlar yetadi. Men boshlab turaman, chunki katta ehtimol bilan 1-2 dan boshlanishi mumkin. Keyin qolganlari o'rtadagi ma'lumotlarga qarab turaman. Mabodo chiqib qoladigan bo'lsa, in case they appear, I will be doing them simultaneously too. Ya'ni reading passage'da mana odat bor o'quvchilarda, birinchi bitta savol turini tugatib olay, keyin qolganiga o'taman deydi, but that is not the optimal option, guys. That's not the best option, I would say. The best option to do all the questions, to solve all the questions simultaneously. Okay, so let's get started. It's a widely held belief among those who study animals that larger size conveys some form of adventure throughout life. Xo'p, qaranglar, ya'ni ko'pchilik shunga ishonadiki, kattaroq animallarda kattaroq size bo'ladigan bo'lsa, bu ularga qanaqadir ma'noda foyda bo'lishi mumkin degan fikr bor. It's a widely held belief deyapti, ya'ni ko'pchilik shunga ishonadi. The idea that certain body characteristics, ya'ni xususiyatlari may influence a prey's ability to survive when being attacked by a predator has received considerable attention in the past. Ya'ni qadim zamonlarda ya'ni bodyni, tanani, mana fish haqida ketyapti, baliqni tanasini qanaqadir qismlari yirtqich attack qilganda, my Uzbek is really bad, I'm sorry guys, but I'll try my best. So when a fish is attacked by fish is attacked by predators, let's say, his body characteristics or his body features may influence it, right? Influence prey's ability deyapti. Being attacked by a predator has received juda ko'p e'tiborga sazovor bo'lgan deyapti. Received considerable attention in the past and has been applied to a wide range of both animals and habitats deyapti. Ko'plab animallarga va habitatlarga apply qilingan. Body size, weight, growth rate, overall condition, sensory development and escape speed have been all linked to survival. Bularni hammasi tepada sanab o'tilganlarni menimcha tushundinglar. Where they are very easy to understand. Sensory development degani sensorlari ishlashi, masalan, feelinglar bo'lishi mumkin, bu sensorlar bo'lishi mumkin, sensitive nimalari. Hammasi survivalga bog'langan deyapti. Of these deyapti, bular orasida body size has received the most attention from researchers. Lekin ularning body size eng ko'p attentionga sazovor bo'lgan, ya'ni ko'p e'tiborni jalb qilgan, which has led to development of a number of theories on which this characteristic may influence the predator-prey relationship. Okay, hop, savol birinchisi chiqdi. Research to date, shu paytgacha concentrate on the importance of escape speed. Escape speedni aytgan, bularni hammasi survivalga bog'langan, mana qaranglar. Escape speedni aytgan, hammasi survivalga bog'langan, lekin bularning orasida eng muhimi deyapti. Nima deyapti? Eng muhimi bu body size deyapti. Lekin bu yoqda nima deyapti? Escape speed important bo'lgan, ya'ni ko'proq fokus qaratishgan deyapti. The correct answer is false here. Why? Because the thing is, yeah, I mean that's what I told. So body size is not is the most important or the most concentrated area, while escape speed is not that important, although it is considered, although it is linked to survival. Okay, it's very easy. I think I'm over explaining things. Start the boss as I'm explaining this, I'm just not doing it. So chunki menda ko'proq vaqt ketib qolishi mumkin bajarishga nisbatan sizlar bajarganlarga qaraganda. Keyingisi hali kelmadi. Bigger is better. Larval umuman bu ma'lumotlar yo'q hali. Hop, one of the most popular of these is known as the bigger is better hypothesis. Ya'ni qancha katta bo'lsa shuncha yaxshi degan hypothesis, ya'ni shunaqa teoriya bor deyapti. This theory predicts that larger body size should increase individual ability to escape from predator due to the characteristics associated with this. such as overall strength'iga ta'sir qilar ekan and visual development'iga ta'sir qilar ekan. Xo'p, mana bu yerda better eyesight degan so'z bor edi va bu yerda visual development they can be keywords. To'g'ri, aynan specifically better visual demayapti-da, lekin visual development deganni o'zi aslida ko'rish qobiliyatini rivojlanishi deyapti. Ya'ni better eyesight, right? Bu true bo'ladi. Larger animals, mana bu yerda bergan. Ya'ni body size degan should increase, ularni increase qiladi, right? Mana bu yerda overall strength bilan visual developmentni increase qiladi degan. Increase mana bu yerda highlight qildim. So increase degani better deganga paraphrase bo'ladi. Hop, early juvenile degani bu yosh desak bo'ladi, yoki small. Reef fish share similar characteristics, bir-biriga o'xshash characteristic share qiladi deyapti, bir-biriga o'xshash xususiyatlari bo'ladi deyapti. Men har safar harakat qilaman ikkita savolni oldindan qarab ketishga. Mana bu to'rtni ham qarab qo'yaman. Fully developed reef fish have a slower swimming speed than juveniles deyapti. Ya'ni kattaroq fishlarda yoshroq fishlarga qaraganda sekinroq suzish nimasi bor deyapti. Harakati sekinroq deyapti. Xo'p, 5 hali kelmadi, so davom etamiz. Compared with other habitats and ecosystems, not a great deal is known about predator-prey relationships within tropical reef communities. Okay, tropical reef communities hali unchalik ma'lumot yetarli emas deyapti. Boshqa habitat ekosistemlarga qaraganda, ya'ni predator bilan o'lja bilan yirtqichning orasidagi bir-biriga munosabatlar haqida unchalik ko'p ma'lumot yo'q deyapti. What we do know is largely limited to predator identity. Okay, predator identity ni bilamiz deyapti. Ya'ni qanaqa predatorligi to some extent to what these predators eat va ular nima yeyishni bilamiz. So what drives these interactions and how does body size influence the outcome? Okay, outcome degan resultat degani menimcha bilsanglar kerak buni. How would fish populations respond to the removal of certain predators from reef fish community? Bu ham tushundinglar deb o'ylayman. Respond to degan bu narsaga qanaqa javob qaytaradi? Ya'ni fishlar agar ba'zi predatorlar yo'q bo'lib ketadigan bo'lsa, fish communitydan qanaqa ular javob qaytaradi? It is precisely these questions that have led our research team to Lizard Island. Lizard Islandga o'shaning uchun biz kelib qoldik deyapti. In the northern sector of the Great Barrier Reef. Menimcha mana life cycle of fish in the Lizard Island study mana shu yerda kelishi mumkin hozir. Prosta bizga larval stage hali kelmagani uchun bu yerda davom etyapmiz. Hop, we want to examine the predator-prey relationship during the early juvenile. Okay, early juvenile bor ekan. Or larval phase of tropical fish and determine whether a predator's choice of prey is influenced by factors such as prey size. Ya'ni aytyapti-da bu yerda predatorning choice mana yirtqich bor, o'sha baliq yemoqchi bo'lsa, buni body size'iga mana prey o'ljasini size'iga qaraydimi, weightiga qaraydimi and swimming speedlariga qaraydimi? As these characteristics vary from individual to individual at the beginning of the juvenile stage. Bittasini javob chiqdi, taxmin qilgan bo'lsanglar kerak. Early juvenile reef fish share similar characteristics. Maybe they share similar characteristics deyapti, lekin bu tarafda vary from individual to individual. Vary degani farq qiladi degani. Hammasi early juvenile haqida gap ketyapti, qaragan bo'lsanglar, right? Early juvenile. So the correct answer is false here because they don't share the similar characteristics. They vary from individual to individual. Okay? Mana shu keyword bo'la oladi. 4 ga hali kelmadik menimcha va bu tarafda 5 bilan 6 ga hali kelib qolgan bo'lishimiz ham mumkin. Larval stage ni qarashimiz kerak. So most coral reef have a life cycle. Okay, life cycle dedimi? Demak bu taraf уже boshlanadi. Consisting of an open ocean larval phase takes place in the... Okay guys, look at this one. The correct answer for this one is open ocean. So sorry, open ocean. Ochiq dengiz desak bo'ladi. Open ocean larval phase followed by a juvenile to adult phase near the reef. E'tibor bergan bo'lsalar, takes place in degani sodir bo'ladi. Qayerda sodir bo'ladi? Open ocean'da. Bu juda oson bergan ekan nimagadir. Hop, phase 2, juvenile stage takes place close to. Juvenile stage ni qayerga yaqin bo'lishini bilishimiz kerak. Keyin mana bu yerda rates are high deganni ham highlight qo'ysak zarar qilmaydi va bunga ham ko'z yuritib qo'yishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Fully developed fish, slower swimming speed. Okay. So hali bu yoq taraf hali kelmadi, problems kelmadi. Hop, davom etamiz. So followed by juvenile to adult phase, the transition between the two stages is marked by a rapid and dramatic changes in the body of the fish and a sudden move from the open ocean to coral reef habitats. Mana shu joyda qaranglar, e'tibor beringlar. Nima deyapti bu tarafda? Juvenile yoshlikdan adult phase ga o'tish haqida gap ketyapti. Transition bu o'zgarish degani, o'tish davri desak bo'ladi. Between the two stages is marked by rapid and dramatic changes. Judayam tez va judayam keskin o'zgarishlar bo'lar ekan fishni body'sida, bu juvenile fishdan adult fishga o'tgan payti. And a sudden move from the open ocean to coral reef habitats. Open sudden move deyapti, ya'ni sirazi o'tib oladi open oceandan coral reefga. Mana qayerda javob chiqdi keyingisiga. Juvenile stages takes place close to the coral reef. Coral reefda open oceandan coral reefga o'tib oladi. Mana shu nimada nima desa bo'ladi? Transition bo'lgan payti. Hop. The move from one habitat to another is called a settlement deyapti. Settlement bomb yotardi, mana settlement aytyapti, qaranglar. This point is commonly known as settlement. Now surprisingly it's also characterized by increased levels of mortality in the first 48 hours. Qaranglar, mana bu yerda e'tibor beringlar. Increased levels deyapti. Nimaga to'g'ri keladi bu? Rates are high deydi. Rates degan levels bilan paraphrase bo'ladi. Mana increase degani high degan bilan paraphrase bo'ladi va mortality is the correct answer. Mortality degani bu o'lish. Right? Immortality o'lmaslik, mortality bu o'lish. Hop, endi davom etadigan bo'lsak. No more than 2 words from the passage. Okay. Bu o'zi tugadi, lekin mana bu javob chiqmadi. Menimcha bu fully developed fish hali ham men ko'rmadim. Not given olgan bo'lardim, chunki shu paytgacha chiqish kerak edi. Bitta paragraf o'tib ham ketdi o'sha oradan. Ancha joy o'tib ketdi. Fully developed fish yoki nimadir o'tkazardim ekan. Slower swimming speed than juveniles. Slower swimming speed than juveniles. Slower, ya'ni bularni speedini comparison qilgan ko'rmadim-da. Fully developed bilan va bitta ham not given chiqmadi. Bu it makes sense. Bittasini hech bo'lmasa not given bo'lishi kerak. O'zi shunaqa bir common rule bor. Fakt emas, lekin rule qanaqadir. Hop, bu yoqqa ketyapmiz. Okay, however, studying the transition between predators and during this phase is no easy task. Qaranglar, is no easy task degani o'sha problemsga olib kelishi mumkin. Mana qaranglar. Time ga kelish kerak, summer. So on the corollary fish settlement usually occurs within 2 to 3 days of a new moon during the warmer summer month. Okay, summer bor. Change of habitat takes place in summer and is linked to the something. To the what? Corollary fish settlement usually occurs within 12 to 3 days of a new moon during the warmer summer month. The short windows of opportunity combined with the difficulties with working underwater, linked to the underwater? No, not really. Transporting fish, working adaptation, difficult to move and settle fish into. O'sha move and settle fish degani boshqa narsaga o'tib ketyapti, qaranglar. Hop, bu menimcha new moon bo'ladi, chunki new moon degani yangi oy chiqishi, Yangi oy chiqishiga ham bog'liq deyapti, chunki men aytayapti-ku mana. 2 kun deyapti. So occurs within 2 to 3 days of a new moon deyapti during the summer. Ya'ni during the warmer summer month. Okay, that's it. New moon bo'ladi, yangi oy chiqishi. So move, move, transport, move degani and adapting them to the laboratory. Adaptation, difficult to move and settle fish in the laboratory. That's it. The correct answer is laboratory. Hop. Which make research daunting task. Daunting task degani zerikarli task degani. These obstacles are overcome using a combination of innovative techniques. Okay, methodni qaranglar. Larval fish are drawn into a special trap. Trap degani bilasizlar, ushlab qoladigan, nima desa bo'ladi bu? To'siq desak bo'ladimi? To'siq emas, qanaqadir ushlab oladigan qopqon desak bo'ladi. With the aid of degani nimadir yordamida degani. Nimani yordamida ekan bu? Make research on these obstacles are overcome using a combination of innovative techniques, long working hours and measure of sheer persistence. We collect qaranglar, collect deyapti mana. Drawn into degani chaqillad degani. Middle prior to settlement using a purpose-built traps that use artificial light. Qaranglar. To attract and contain fish of contain degani trap degani, attract degani bu drawn into degani. Mana artificial light to'g'ri javob bo'ladi. Some things are collected. Nima collected ekan? These fish are subsequently transported to an aquarium along with predatory fish before being used in a series of aquarium and field-based trials. Trials. Collected, both undergo trials. Okay, I think it is predatory fish along with deyapti-ku mana bu yerda. Along with deganni o'zi are also deganga paraphrase bo'lyapti-da. So demak predatory fish, ya'ni o'sha nima fishlar ham collect qilinadi. Qanaqa fish desak bo'ladi? O'sha aytganimdek yirtqich fishlar. Possible reasons why bigger is always not better. Okay, davom etamiz. Mana bigger haqida gap ketar ekan. Physical features haqida gap ketadi. Effect which prey a predator can eat. Yeya olishiga ta'sir qiladi. According to the bigger hypothesis, being larger at the time of settlement should result in an increased chance of surviving an attack. Kattaroq bo'ladigan bo'lsa, attack qilganda qochib qolish imkoniyati borroq deyapti. During the period immediately following settlement, settlement degani o'rnashib olish degani. However, our initial research shows that this is not always true. Okay, bu har doim ham true emas. Okay, reasons. And degana reasons ga o'tyapti mana bu yerda possible reasons ga. Communities of reef-based predators can differ considerably over quite small distances. Species that are abundant in one location may be particularly rare in a similar habitat just 100 meters away. Hop, 100 metrda boshqacha bo'lishi mumkin deyapti, bitta joyda ko'p bo'ladigan bo'lsa. In the same way that different predators prefer different types of prey. Okay, har xil predatorlar har xil prey yoqar ekan. So too, do they prefer different sizes of prey? Okay, har xil sizelarni yoqtirar ekan. Lekin hali ham physical features kelmadi. This relationship is driven by physical. Okay, qaranglar. Physical characteristics deyapti. Mana physical features. Such as mouth size. That's it. Example beryapti. Such as mana EG degani mana example degani. So mouth size affect which predator can eat. Okay, highlight qo'yaman buni ham. And behavioral differences between predator. Okay. As a result, the predator community in which reef fish settles may well determine which individuals survive. Okay, that's it. Bizda bitta savol qoldi. Optimal foraging theory. Foraging degani bu searching deganda. Ya'ni optimal, eng zo'r qidirish teoriyasi deydimi endi buni choice. Menimcha bu qidirishdagi izlash, ya'ni predatorlar haqida gap ketyapti. Eng zo'r, eng yaxshi variantni topish degan ma'noda, ya'ni yeyish uchun. Right? So why don't larger individuals survive more often than smaller fish over this period? The answer may lie in an alternative hypothesis such as optimal foraging theory. According to this theory, being either very large or very small in size should assist prey to escape during a predatory encounter. Hop. Juda katta bo'lsa ham yoki juda kichkina bo'lsa ham bu predatory encounter, ya'ni predator ko'rib qolganda qochishiga yordam berishi mumkin deyapti. The theory predicts that a predator should prefer those individuals that provide the greatest energy return. Okay, predatorga yoqar ekan, ma'qul ko'rar ekan, eng yaxshi energiya, mana qo'laganiga yarasha normal energiya, yaxshigina energiya beradigan fishlarni yoqtirar ekan. This is generally a trade-off degani bu nimadandir kechib nimadandirga erishish. Masalan, hozir siz uyqusiz dars qilayotgan bo'lsangiz, this is your trade-off. Yoki nimadandir kechayotgan bo'lsangiz, masalan, this is your trade-off da, nimadandir kechib nimadandirga erishish. Bu speakingga ham zo'r qo'llasa bo'ladigan vocabulary. Between the potential energy intake from eating a fish and the amount of energy required to catch it. Ya'ni bu trade-off nima bo'ladi? Energiya sarflaydi bu trade-off, lekin yaxshigina shunga yarasha energiya oladigan fishni orqasidan qular ekan degan ma'no kelib chiqyapti bu tarafda. Larger prey provide a higher energy return, but smaller prey generally require less energy to catch. So this usually medium-sized prey. Okay, so the correct answer for the last one is medium-sized prey. Hop. Medium-sized. Qaranglar. Choice of prey should be bitta xato bo'lib qolibdi bu yerda testning o'zida. Mana in size degani kerak emas bizga, chunki prey should be medium sized, right? Yoki medium in size bo'lishi kerak aslida. Medium right? Medium bo'lish kerak mana bu yoqda, medium in size. Lekin passageda medium size deb qo'yganda, right? Xo'p, bunda bizada eng yaxshi variantimiz undan ko'ra men mana qilaman. Medium size deymanda, men bu in size ni o'zim platformani o'zidan o'chirib qo'yaman. Shunda to'g'ri bo'ladi va sizlar ham xato qilmagan bo'lasizlar. Bu videodan keyin bajarayotgan bo'lasizlar. I'm recording this a day earlier than that, so this will not affect your score too, okay? And this is overall qolgan qismini we don't have to read this, I guess, because there's nothing about it. Interesting, look at this one. For example, larger individuals are not necessarily faster, are not strongly associated with, for larger individuals are not necessarily faster, slower swimming speed than juveniles. This means that they may be easier to catch than smaller prey. Oh my gosh, nima bu endi? Juvenile reef fish in the characteristics that can help them survive a predatory attack. However, these characteristics are not strongly associated with body fat. Okay, this means that they may be easier to catch. Larger individuals catch than smaller prey. This is the case according to the optimal foraging theory. Predators should prefer larger prey because of their greater energy return. Consequently, larger prey individuals may be targeted by some predators at the time of settlement. Our research hopes to show that larger size may, in fact, be a distinct disadvantage during certain life stages. Fully developed fish have a slower swimming speed than juveniles. Shunaqa deyaptim shunda o'zi. This means that they may be easier to catch. What may be easier? Larger individuals. But is it about fully developed fish? Fully developed. These characteristics are not strongly associated with body size. Lekin mana bu tarafda body size ga bog'liq emas deyapti. Predatory attack. Yo'q, bu narsaga lekin aniq to'xtala olmadim, chunki bu it's mostly about slower swimming speed deyapti. Ya'ni juveniallarga qaraganda sekinroq harakat qilishadi, sekinroq suzishadi deyapti. Bu yoqda catching haqida ketyapti. Easier to catch than smaller prey. Necessarily faster. So, are they slower or are they... Ya'ni bir-biriga compare qilmagan, xullas buni tanlamaymiz. That's it. So, let's see. Submit the test. So 13 out of 13. Oxirgi savolni yana ham bir qarab ko'raman. Lekin unaqa bir muammoli savolga o'xshamayapti generally. And that is it, guys. That concludes our day 1. And tomorrow we are going to continue our reading marathon with passage 2. So stay tuned for it, okay? And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm gonna be uploading a lot of useful contents, okay? And if you haven't signed up on our website, don't forget to do that too, all right? And thank you very much for your attention, guys. Bye bye. See you soon.